Hello everyone, today we are going to look at a problem on factors of a polynomial. Now part A of this question says, given that x plus 1 and x minus 2 are factors of the expression, then x cubed plus px squared plus 2x plus 2, that is the polynomial, then find the value of p and q. Then find also the other factor of the expression x cubed plus px squared plus 2x plus 2. We must note that this polynomial is of degree 3. So if it is of degree 3, it means it has got 3 factors. In other words, the linear expressions that are factors of this polynomial are supposed to be 3. So if it is x to power 4 plus p something and all the rest, but as long as the highest power is 4, then it will have 4 factors. So in this problem, since we have the highest power as 3, in other words, x cubed plus px squared plus 2x plus 2 is a polynomial in x with a degree 3. So it is a polynomial of degree 3. If f of x minus a, this one is an important point to note. If f of x minus a is a factor of the polynomial that we have noted above, f of x, then it means f of a is equal to 0. In other words, we have to look at this x plus 1, f of x plus 1. If we substitute it in the polynomial here, then this polynomial should be equal to 0. So in that regard, let us look at what we are trying to mean here. So if x plus 1 is a factor, then it means we can set x plus 1 to equal to 0. If we substitute this value of x in the expression, that expression or the polynomial should reduce to 0. So if it reduces to 0, we find that x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 1. So we look for f of negative 1. So f of negative 1 is equal to, we just substitute in this expression wherever x is. So x is negative 1, so minus 1 cubed plus p into minus 1 squared plus 2 minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. And therefore, what is remaining, we find that after correcting like terms, p plus 2 will equal to 3. That is one equation that we have gotten. Then we also find that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus px squared plus 2x plus 2. Therefore, let us set x minus 2 also equal to 0. If we get x minus 2 equal to 0, we find that x is equal to 2. We also substitute the value of x in the polynomial that we have been given. It will be 2 cubed plus p, 2 squared plus 2 into x, which is 2 into 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. Then we find that this equation, after correcting like terms, the expression reduces to 4p plus 2 is equal to negative 12. So when we look at equation 1 and 2, we realize these are two simultaneous equations. These are two equations and we can solve them simultaneously. So if we solve them simultaneously, we find that 3p minus 15, now we find that we have 3p equal to negative 15, and therefore we can find that p is equal to negative 5. So if we use equation 1, 2 is equal to 3 minus p, and 2 is equal to 8. So it means we have gotten the values of p and 2, and when we put them in the polynomial, the equation becomes x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 8. Now this is part B of this question, and we are to determine the other factor of the expression. So if we know x plus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors, remember if we have a figure like, for example, 18, for us to determine its factors, we can apply 2, which is the lowest factor here. We can say 2, we get 9. We find here we can't put 9, but we can put 3. When we put in 3, it becomes 3, then by 3 it is 1. Meaning the factors of this particular figure, which is 18, it is 2, we have 3, we have 6, by the way, we also have 9 itself. So we realize a factor and actually also 18 itself. When we, the factor means that when we get that figure divided by the factor, we get remainder 0. We get a value and remainder 0. So it means if I get x plus 1, if I get this value, this expression, I divide it by x plus 1, I get a value then with remainder 0. If I also get this polynomial, I divide it by x minus 2, I will get a particular expression with remainder 0. So it means the x plus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors. If I multiply the 2, then I get the expression, I have x cubed divided by this the polynomial I have, I divide by this expression out of the multiple of these two factors. Also what will result will be the factor of the expression, the polynomial that is in question. Therefore, I need to multiply the two factors that I'm given, x plus 1 into x minus 2, and this is equal to x squared minus x minus 2, meaning this is this function is also a factor of the polynomial. As we have already said, we can use actually long division, and in other instances we find we can also use synthetic division. But in this particular example, we are going to use long division. So x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 8 divided by x squared minus x minus 2. We divide, when we divide using long division, we find that we get x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 8. This is the numerator, this is the denominator. So we get x cubed divided by x squared. Of course, we get x. We write it here. Then we get this x multiplied by x squared minus x minus 2. So when we multiply it in there, we will have x cubed minus x squared minus 2x. So what we always do here, we do a subtraction. When we do the subtraction, this x cubed minus x cubed is 0. Then I will have minus 5x squared minus x squared, so that will be minus 5x squared plus x squared, so which becomes minus 4x squared. Then I have 2x minus 2x, it becomes a plus 2x, so it becomes 4x, plus 8 minus 0, it remains 8. I once again find that this one can divide by this again, so I get minus 4x squared divided by x squared. I'll have minus 4. I'm saying it is minus 4x squared divided by x squared, so I can cancel this and that, and I have minus 4. So I put here minus 4. I also multiply x squared minus x minus 2. I multiply it by minus 4. So if I multiply by minus 4, it will become minus 4x squared, then minus minus, so it becomes a plus. So it will be minus 4 times minus x, which becomes plus 4x, then plus minus 4 times minus 2, it becomes plus 8. When I subtract, it becomes minus 4x squared minus 4x squared, it becomes a plus, and this reduces to 0. Then 4x minus 4x is 0, 8 minus 8 becomes 0. Therefore, since I divide this divided by that, and I get remainder 0, because what is down here is a remainder. So since it is a remainder, it means this x minus 4 is also a factor of this expression. So the next other factor is x minus 4, and therefore the function will become x plus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 4. If I expand this, then I'm able to get back to this expression, which is my polynomial in question. Thank you so much.